This is not your typical gig venue. But earlier this month, more than 700,000 people logged in live to watch Helsinki's annual May Day concert performed in this virtual arena, complete with digital fireworks. Fans as far away as the USA and Germany jammed online with Finnish rappers JVG. Now, virtual gigs aren't new. Last year, 10 million people watched DJ Marshmello headline the first concert held inside the game Fortnite. Then in stomped rapper Travis Scott to smash that record in April when 12.3 million players logged in to watch his astronomical event live. Now, I assumed that despite the huge audience figures, this just wouldn't appeal to the more traditional musicians who thrive from playing to a live audience. I mean, world famous jazz genius Jamie Cullum would think this is an absolute travesty, right?
I love this idea. So I'm a big computer game fan. So you know, I've actually in recent years, as computer games have got more advanced, you know, I'm not an online player so much, but I love the big open world games like Grand Theft Auto, The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption. They really thought very, very hard about their soundtracks. I've actually discovered music through the radio stations as you're driving around a stolen car on Grand Theft Auto. Yes. And actually, I would be first in line if they had opened up a jazz club in Grand Theft Auto and I could play in it, or any type of concert.
So, all bets are off, it seems, and anything is possible. While I've been at the jazz clubs, Minecraft gamers have taken it upon themselves to create their own massive gigs from their bedrooms.
Open Pit started in May of 2018 when producer slash DJ slash friend Max Schramp decided to throw his 21st birthday in Minecraft, and it went way better than anybody was expecting.
Since then, hundreds of thousands of fans have attended their festivals to see massive music stars like 100 gecs and Charlie XCX.
It's the only game that really allows us to do what we do. We have no affiliation to Minecraft or to Microsoft, and we can still run our events completely independently.
And musicians have started to build their own arenas too. As a tribute to the cancelled Music Fest South by Southwest, indie band Courier Club have launched Block by Block West.
If you're a small artist in a small musical niche, it's going to be really hard for you to pack a club out and tour the world, or, you know, rather even tour your nation. But if you can book a show on a virtual platform and bring everyone that's been spread out in your community together, you can put on a full show, and you could monetize it, and the money could go directly to the artist, rather than kind of circumventing through third parties. The idea is that it breaks down financial barriers, it breaks down geographical barriers, and it kind of disrupts the whole festival circuit.
And for artists like Pussy Riot, breaking down political barriers is just as important as breaking financial ones.
To me, it opens up the possibility to play for a Russian audience. Like, I really wish I could play physically, but even like when it's not coronavirus times, Pussy Riot are still enemies of the state. So sometimes when we just leave the house, cops arresting us for just leaving the house. Originally, I'm from a small provincial town, and most musicians, they never come to that city, even like, it doesn't matter if it's coronavirus or not coronavirus time. So I feel like it doesn't matter where you are, you can have access to this concert. That's awesome. So I think that's the future, to just cut all the people in the middle who take the money, like basically while producing nothing.
And so to the question of money. In these extraordinary times, many artists are giving their performances away for free, or like during Twitch Stream Aid, to encourage donations for health workers. But if artists are already making less money from their music sales, can they really afford to give away their live performances for nothing too?
You've got what Erykah Badu is doing, which I don't know whether you've seen, but she's actually charging for hers and making it like a full production.
Right.
And, you know, her argument is that, yeah, I know, I'm not about to go bankrupt. I have a crew of people, and by bringing them all together and making a bit of money out of this, we can keep things going. And she's done some incredibly experimental stuff. Of course, there's no substitute for a real gig, but I think it's wonderful for artists to stay connected to the people that love their music.
And just as physical venues split concert fees with the artists, virtual venues are exploring the same idea.
Over the course of the last few years, we have seen a quadrupling in the amount of non-gaming content on Twitch. I do think that, you know, one of our sustainable strengths over time that will ensure that musicians have a high likelihood of continuing to broadcast on Twitch after social distancing ends is that they will see this as an entirely new revenue stream.
Even if artists can make money from online performances, you've got to admit that the atmosphere of an actual live performance is pretty unique.
Every Sunday's getting more bleak.
I asked chart-topping singer-songwriter Andrew John Hozier Byrne, better known as Hozier, about gigging online.
It's just that odd feeling of knowing that there could be hundreds or thousands of people looking at you at that moment, and you're in stark silence. That's very, very odd. Once the messages start coming in, there is a sense of, okay, there's a community there, and that's a very, very good feeling.
I'm reading your messages here, guys. Thank you so much.
I was surprised, I have to say, I was quite surprised at how fulfilling that was, having interacted in real time with people, which, to be fair, is not something you can do in a gig.
Take me to church.